Chief Metuh, tell us, are there, because some of these issues look so much like issues of imposition. With what we are seeing so far.
Showing like which one?
I mean, these are some of the allegations that we have seen and that we've heard from some of your members.
I read Nation where they tell us the front page of their crisis or PDP is about to do. Tell me which one, tell me which state. So I'm interested to enlighten Nigerians. Let them tell us the state, and I'll tell you exactly what it is. We don't have 100% peace, but we don't have the crisis. The way that is being magnified by some sections of the press. No, we do not.
And there are a plethora of them allegations in some places like Enugu, where they say that it was another person who won, it was another person who was announced in Adamawa, that the primary held in Abuja, and people are aggrieved in the capital city. But tell me, what I'm interested in is the fact that as we go into these polls, what Dr. Donye Okupe said at that particular media presentation, it shows some level of boldness and the fact that the party seems prepared for this poll. How prepared is your party considering some of the tough times that you've seen in the past few days?
Well, we are very prepared. First, let me just answer the issue of some states where you say that everybody. There are some states, there's a particular state where some people were running for Senate. There were 5 people that were running for Senate, and 5 of them declared themselves winners. But you know that we have people that we send from Abuja to go, members of the panel to go and conduct the primary. So we accept the results that we sent from them. But it's all free, the stuff of democracy. It's freedom of movement, freedom of information, freedom of exercise. And some people we go and declare that they won the primaries, the National Assembly primaries. In several states, it happened. One particular secretarial zone, 5 of them, each person declared himself the winner. So that's the drama that we see. Now, on this issue of how prepared the PDP is, I can assure you that the machinery of the People's Democratic Party is awesome. Machinery at the national level is awesome. At the state level, awesome. At the local level, at the world level, all we are going to do is to ignite and turn on all our structures nationwide, and we will start our campaign. We have no doubt that in the midst of the security challenges, amidst all the expense and the time the government has devoted to solving this issue or confronting the security issue, we have been able to have achievements that Nigerians can say this is what we have done. We have a president who, in this present time, in these difficult times, that we can say represents the best person to lead the country. Someone who is deep life, somebody who is humble, somebody who is sincere, who is forthright, and who practices democratic principles. I mean, he has democratic credentials. We at this point of our nation building, we are much more concerned about unity, stability, and ensuring that there's a atmosphere for prosperity and progress of the nation. So these issues are important, and the PDP represents the best platform for Nigeria to achieve success.
All right. Chief Metuh, tell me, the duo of the APC presidential candidate and his running mate, the two of them, some people have described them as upright and men of great integrity. Is your party afraid of the APC as we go into the poll?
Afraid of their presidential candidate and their vice presidential candidate? APC, it took them 6 days of this decision to come up with a former commissioner. There are hundreds of commissioners in every state in Nigeria. You come up with one. They have been trying to publicize the achievements of their governors, and they could not find one that they can say is upright. They could not find one that they can say has achieved something that they can say will be vice presidential candidate. So it's an admission of failure of their state government. It's an admission of failure of their state governors. That is what they have done. They have advertised to the whole world. They informed us that they don't have any performing governor, and any governor that they can think that is upright, they can come and showcase. This is what we have done. That's why we want to duplicate the same in the center. You cannot be showing the performance of your governors on the pages of newspapers, and then you bring two people who have never occupied executive positions in democratic situations, and then you want Nigerians to trust them. No, we are not afraid. Nigerians are no fools. They know the truth. We have an experienced person who has been a deputy governor, a vice president, and a president. He is presently the president of Nigeria. Then we have a vice president who has been a governor and served as vice president for 4 years. Can you match them with a mere former commissioner and someone who was a head of state? Although his number 2 man was really in control, but that's a different thing. But he was a head of state of Nigeria under a military regime for 1.5 years. It does not matter whether he lost control of the state, whether he couldn't control the country when he was in power, or he didn't know how. All those things, the question of competence has not come in. The issue is that in the APC, they have not been able to find people who have occupied positions in the democratic dispensation to bring out as their candidates. We have people who have worked hard, who have performed in this republic, and we are showing them as our candidates. And we're saying this is what we have done, and these are people that we have. We are not afraid of APC. If the issues are, it is a question of issues, a question of performance, we cannot be afraid of APC. But if it is the issue of making statements or chances to get violence, or trying to create anarchy and chaos and confusion, or institutional deceit and lies and propaganda, yes, we'll be worried because we are nowhere near them. They're the best.
Thank you so much, Chief Metuh, for taking time out to be with us on politics today. I really appreciate your time. We've been talking with Chief Olisa Metuh, the National Publicity Secretary of the PDP. We take a moment, and when we come back, a former governor and the chieftain of All Progressives Congress joins me on set now as we discuss the candidacy of the party's vice presidential candidate and so much more. Join us again.